Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? So I just want to come over here and share with you guys a very disturbing, unpleasant picture that I've been seeing on social media from various black content creators that I follow on Facebook, where Gabrielle Union is at it again, where she is grooming this young man, feeding him destructive lifestyles and trying to convince this young man that he is in fact a woman and not a man. Okay? Now, this is not the first time I've come across pictures of like this of Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union has been doing this for quite a long time. She's been heavily involved in gay pride parades and has been involving this young man, heavily in these gay pride parades and, feeding the destructive gay agenda and instilling it in his mind. Okay, now at first I thought that this young man was her child, but from what I'm hearing, he does not even belong to her. Okay, he is not even her own child, and she's doing all this craziness and madness to this young man, and it makes me wonder where this young man's parents are. If he has any parents. I actually don't even know a lot about this man who's with Gabrielle Union right now. If you guys can provide any information and details about this man, please do so in the comment section. But yeah, from what I'm hearing, this young man, this boy, does not even belong to Gabrielle Union, and she's feeding this destructive gay agenda and all these destructive homosexual lifestyles onto this young man. And this is heavily prevalent and being pushed heavily against the black community. Okay, not very long ago in the year 2019, I read I saw this news, this picture that was going viral where another black man in high school was dressed as a queen or a princess for a high school prom or graduation, and I remember pretty well that really outraged a lot of black people, and a lot they have the right to be outraged by it. Okay, they should be outraged by it. Okay, because nowadays the people who are promoting these destructive lifestyles and gay agenda, they're doing it under the false pretense that it's for freedom and equality. It's to create a much safer environment and a safe haven for gay people, homosexuals, to be themselves. But as we're seeing that right now, that is not the case at all. Okay? Because if that were the case, they'd be doing this to themselves, okay? Instead of heavily pushing this agenda and instilling it in the minds of our children, okay? And it's getting to a point now where you have gay people, men dressed as princesses and queens, reading storybooks to little kids in school. I've seen pictures of that, and it's just really, really, really diabolical, demonic, and satanic, and it needs to be called out upon, okay? Because these children don't even know what the hell it means to be gay, okay? Luckily, when I was growing up in school, even though this gay agenda has been happening for a long time, in the past more covertly, I've been lucky enough to not been exposed to this kind of madness and agenda that's being heavily pushed right now. where right now it's being required for, you know, to be taught in schools that there's more than two genders, male and female. There's more than two genders, male and female. There are several different varieties of genders and all that kind of wishy-washy nonsense. I mean, I just don't understand how there can be several genders. Growing up, we were all taught that there's a male and female gender. That's it. But now they're saying, now they're saying that there's more than two genders. But at the same time, they're saying, like when I took sociology class in community college, they're saying that gender is a social construct. So they're pushing, there's so many contradictions going on while they're pushing these destructive lifestyles and agendas. They're saying that there's more than two genders, there's several different genders, while at the same time they're saying that gender is a social construct and people should just be who they want to be, okay? And that also needs to be heavily questioned, okay? Little kids are little kids, okay? They know nothing about being gay. They know nothing about being a man or female, okay? And you know, as I said in the previous video, where I was talking about how I was sexually groomed by a potential sexual predator, I've been saying that we need to keep calling out on these things, okay? If these people really want to be who they want to be, they need to do it to themselves, away from everybody else, and stop feeding these nonsense, this brainwashing nonsense to our children, where as they grow up, they're going to end up becoming lost, delusional, and will start to have a sense of lost of identity, because at that point, they really don't know who they are with all these very, very extremely destructive lifestyles heavily being pushed and promoted. And so, they resort to doing all kinds of delusions, destructive delusions, such as this, where you have young men now who are dressing up as females. Okay? And that also especially needs to be called out against from the black community, okay? Because it is the black community where this very, very evil, destructive agenda is being pushed against, okay? You have to understand and realize that all these agendas they're pushing are also a part of their population control agenda, okay? The goal is for them to get as many gay black males as possible so that they don't recreate and produce any more black people on the planet, okay? Notice how it's easy for white people, Asians, or whomever to say that they're not for these lifestyles. But when it's black people going against these stuff, they get crucified. They get blasted and they get gaslighted. And you know what? In spite of all that, black people need to keep pushing against these very, very, very evil, destructive agendas that's being pushed against them. Okay? Because the future generation of black people is at stake. The future generation of African people is at stake. Okay? Black people are the future. Okay? And the world will not be anything without black people. That's what these sick beings fail to realize, okay? If they somehow successfully try to exterminate all black people all over the world, they too will end up dying out. Because black people are the start and black people are the end, okay? Black people are the contributors of human civilization, and human civilization will be nothing without black people, okay? So, Black people really need. Black people all over the world, regardless of what part of the world they're from. Black people all over the world need to come together. They need to continue fighting hard and saying no to these wicked ass lifestyles and agendas, okay? And if it means homeschooling your children, then by all means do that, okay? Because like I said, you have gay people now in school dressing up as drag queens and princesses, queens, putting all types of these elegant dresses and reading children's stories to little kids, okay? Brainwashing their minds, poisoning and polluting their minds at an early age, okay? And that needs to stop. All the stuff that's happening all over the world right now, it's not normal, okay? And always remember this: righteousness always triumphs over evil and destruction, okay? Remember what the Most High did to Sodom and Gomorrah. The city of Sodom and Gomorrah. He destroyed them because they were very sinful, adulterous nations, cities, towns. And this is exactly what America is right now, especially. Yes, there are other places all over the world who are beginning to push these destructive lifestyles. Especially in Asia, where you have all those K-pop members who are all men, so-called grown-ass men, putting all these makeup on and making themselves look very extremely effeminate. And I just cannot understand and grasp how women find those kinds of guys hot and attractive, especially black women. I've been hearing and seeing a lot of black women saying that they love Asian men because of K-pop. Like, what the hell is... Look, I'm not gay or anything, but even if you're straight, you can still judge by a person's appearances, okay? I don't understand how any female can fall for those kind of guys who color their hair, make themselves very effeminate with all that makeup on and all that wishy-washy crap, okay? But regardless, America is the heart of modern day Sodom and Gomorrah that is bound to be destroyed, okay? Because of all the wickedness and unrighteousness it's promoting. And it's not just America that's gonna get judged and destroyed by the Most High. All these other countries as well, who are following the steps of the United States of America, will also follow the destruction of America. Okay? Sodom and Gomorrah. If gay people want to be gay, if gay people want to be, quote unquote, be themselves, do this privately, okay? Away from other people, okay? I've also mentioned that in the video I did, okay? The previous videos I did. Stop instilling this nonsense and crap to our children who know nothing about these stuff, okay? Too young to know anything about being gay or about all these so-called different genders that exist. Stop teaching and promoting that crap to our children, okay? And to all of you parents out there who have children, and also to other couples who don't have children, you don't have to not have children, okay? If you really care about our future generation, if you really care about future generations, if you really care about our future generation, then then keep calling out and putting these things on blast, because it's just very, very, very unacceptable, inappropriate, unrighteous, unjust, and evil. Okay? That is not going to last long, and it is bound to be destroyed by the Most High. Okay? Like I said, this is really, 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 really sick, disgusting, nauseating. And you know, I used to like Gabrielle Union. I used to follow her on Instagram and Facebook. I thought she was a really good actress. But now seeing all the things that she's doing, following and promoting the agenda of these wicked-ass elites and reptilians, I've lost like and interest in her, okay? As well as all these other actors and celebrities. This is why I don't even follow any actors and celebrities on social media. They're all puppets for the wicked-ass government, these elites, these reptilians, these Rothschilds. They're all puppets for them, okay, being used. Instead of choosing to fight against it and have their own minds, they're promoting it to the masses. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this picture, and I'll see you guys on the next video.